tinggal besok. Tinggal besok. Besok gue gacha. Besok all in. Besok kita all in. 3.000 paling realistis dah. Masih paling realistis 20 kali gacha. Masa harus ngarepin 25 kali kayak kemarin sih? Itu sangat impossible. Impossible ya. Oke, yuk. To be to continue. Continue to be. Selesai. Dah, man. Nggak perlu mikirin weekly. Sekarang kita fokus story. Aduh. Next morning. Oke, apa? Kita harus selesai ini dulu. Dan besok kita redeem semua yang gue punya.
In adventuring, as in business, you always have to seize the opportunity while it's there. Speed of light!
Kita mulai. Ah, lo susah. Allah, nggak nyampe dong. Masai. Lanjut grinding.
My escape. Make my escape.
Masai. Kita ikutin jamnya aja. Kalau jam memang belum, biarin belum. Ayo.
Speed of light. Shudder. Don't blink. Incoming. Crush. Yeah. More speed.
Barbecue memang.
Don't blink. Rack and ruin. I can put these to good use. More speed. More speed.
My eyes.
Someone needs a sister. I must leave no stone unturned. Yeah. I can put these to good use.
Gini. Ayo, detik.
Eye for an eye.
What do we have here?
Ini belum gue jelajahi.
Time to scout.
Udah semua.
Rack and ruin. I can put these to good use. More speed. Shudder. More speed. I can put these to good use. More speed. More speed.
Incoming. Hey!
Crush.
Hmm.
Yeah, don't blink.
Beg for mercy. Yeah.
Steady as stone.
Shudder. Yeah.
Speed of light. Hey!
Crush.
Ember.
Outrider Amber, reporting.
Shudder. Blood of frost. Beg for mercy. Yeah. Huh? More speed. Shudder. Yeah.
Get it!
Crush. Yeah. Beg for mercy.
Leave it all to me.
Hey! Crush.
Windblade! Is this an answer from this world?
Hmm. Pak Tui.
Another test subject.
Go, Baron Bunny!
least good luck doesn't discriminate by clan. More speed.
I'll race you there.
Following orders.
Beg for mercy.
I must leave no. Huh? Hey!
Wind blade!
I condemn you.
How regretful. I'll be back.
Shudder.
I'll be back.
At least good luck doesn't discriminate by clan. More speed.
Di atas sana.
Feeling lucky today. I'll be back. Time to hunt.
Crush.
Get him!
Beg for mercy.
Steady as stone.
No more.
Eye for an eye.
Maybe. You won this one.
More speed. I can put these to good use. Crush! More speed.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
Happy to oblige.
Feeling lucky today?
Go, go, bear!
Rack and ruin.
Claw of the jungle.
More speed. Yeah.
I'll be back. Take that. Take that.
Leave it all to me.
That.
Beg for mercy. Yeah.
I'll be back.
I can put these to good use. Yeah.
Ayo kita ke TKP. Itu udah tandain, aman lah. Di atas kayaknya. Terakhir dia dieksekusi. Ayo Mbak, kita lanjut lagi.
Hey, Dia!
Halo Mbak.
Right on time.
Bagus. Gimana yang kemarin?
We'll know any moment now.
Iman's been wondering. You seem to know Candace pretty well. Have you been friends for a long time?
Menama ya?
We've known each other for some time now. She's a pretty interesting person. Even though she's an extremely strong warrior, she never misuses her powers against others.
Oh, Paimon knows what you mean. Like a lot of martial artists say, never take the fight outside the ring.
Yep.
Yep.
I guess you can put it
Jangan
that way.
bertarung di
It
luar,
takes strong
tahu nggak?
convictions to be as dedicated as she is, and shoulder that kind of responsibility. Us mercs, on the other
Fred.
hand, we pretty much live from one day to the next.
Well, Paimon thinks you're great too.
Really? Thanks for that.
Ada Mang Seno, Marcelo, Kanjeng.
Oh, Sino's here, and he's pretty
Kanjeng
early
lagi.
too.
Maharaja.
I was here yesterday to help out a little.
To help out? By doing what?
Ngapain?
Sharing some interrogation techniques.
Oh, you mean you taught Candace some more persuasive methods?
Right.
Come on in, everyone. Come on, let's go inside.
Ayo kita lihat. Kita lihat seberapa eksekusinya berjalan dengan lancar. Entering the house. Yuk. Udah puas ya?
Candace, where? Whoa, you look furious.
Napa?
Do I? What gave it away? Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust. Cover up your eyes, and it'll still show itself at the corners of your mouth. Perhaps I need to work on my composure. Still, it's perfectly understandable why I'm angry. I'm sure everyone present would agree.
Yes, ma'am. Please, don't beat us anymore. We're gonna die.
Come on, Dad.
Looks like Sino taught her well.
Lancar.
You fear death yourselves, yet you do not hesitate to place the lives of others at risk. The absurdity is mind-boggling. The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the village keepers. They are vital members of our community, and some even count them as family. You come here to my village, and you treat my people as nothing more than stepping stones towards your goal. Tell me, what would you do to you in my position?
Mercy! Please have mercy!
You've made your bed. We may all be desert dwellers, but there's one thing that I understand better than you. The resurrection of King Deshret will only result in war. And war serves no one. The people of Aru Village care little about which god is in power. Life may be tough and tiring, but we wish to preserve our way of life. A war would only cause us to lose all that we have. And that is not a responsibility that you can afford to shoulder.
We understand. We're sorry. I'll tell you everything I know. Please, just let us go.
Aneh-aneh sih.
I'm listening.
Ya, makanya ayo.
You might not believe this, but it wasn't us who came up with this idea. Someone was spreading rumors in the tavern. That's how we ended up hearing about King Deshret's resurrection. Some
Siapa kau
mystery
itu?
man told us that mad scholars will make the perfect sacrifice to usher in King Deshret's resurrection. They give their lives, and we can get anything we wish for.
They're called village keepers. Slip up again, and you'll regret it.
Yes, sorry. It was all that mystery man's doing.
Halo bro.
To spread the word
Apa
about
nih?
King Deshret's
Top
resurrection.
up iya,
He
top
talked us
upnya
into
Mbah
helping
Gaming,
him.
jangan lupa.
In return,
Mbah
he said
Gaming
he'll help
adalah
facilitate the
solusi top up
resurrection
Anda
process.
bila Anda kesulitan. Top up di dalam gamenya. Dan ada diskon ya, promosi. Nah, kebetulan lagi mereka yang butuh sih, sumpah.
I'm not sure.
Sedikit cerita. Saya kan gue cuekin berapa hari, mereka nanyain. Ya gue sih kalau gitu nggak nolak.
Doing what?
Tapi baik lagi. Kan kalian
You get a
mau.
total of 3.
Kalian tuh udah ngasih kode referralnya.
You die
Ya,
by my
silahkan.
hand.
Wait, tell me the truth. We don't know anything. It was all him.
Nggak salah dia.
2.
Udah murah.
He got us to lure
Tapi
them out of their
bukan
houses
iya.
in the night with
Udah
some
murah
kind
dapat
of
potongan,
incense.
sepaketan
We
dah.
take them to a junction outside the village.
Pakai
Then the
tuh,
mystery guy
silahkan.
takes them from there. You gotta
Tapi
be
adminnya, sumpah
relieved.
adminnya tuh
I'm
niat
telling
sih
the
menurut gua.
truth, I swear. Just
Entar habis
ask them if you don't
cutscene-nya
believe
gue
me.
cerita deh. Nah, pada galau-galau deh. By the way, halo ya.
That was indeed the
Ya lu
truth.
udah lama nggak mampir deh.
Traveler, go on.
Udah lama mampir atau lu baru mampir? Lupa lagi. Maklum gue kayaknya amnesia loh. Amnesia sejenak. Iya, makanya udah nggak usah aneh-aneh ya. Udah.
That guy, he wears a cloak, and he's always careful to cover his face. He calls himself King Deshret's envoy.
I believe I may know what's going on.
Gue kayak tahu deh.
Uncle Anpu? What do you mean?
Nggak kedengeran. Oke. Bentar. Wait a minute. Ahem. Bentar, wait a minute. Follow mixer. Oke. Sound. Suaranya kecilan. Config listening GC 100%. Udah 100% sih. Berarti gamenya nanti gue kurangin lah. Oke. Gamenya gue kurangin berarti ya. Berapa ya? Advance. Kita coba 17 deh. Tuh suara gue udah mentok. 17,5. Segini kali ya. Yuk. Ada yang jatuh, siapa yang jatuh?
Smooth.
Waduh, langsung dihajar seketika.
Okay.
Bagus.
Speak.
If my suspicions are correct, this mystery man they speak of
Dihajar
could be
langsung
from the academia.
seketika.
Hmm.
Enggak
Some
Enggak lah.
time ago, people from the
Gua menghargai
academia
suara dari
attempted
game
to
ya.
take the village keepers away. I refused, insisting that they are part of our community.
Maksud gue tuh adalah mereka udah buat suaranya semahal itu. Masih kita nggak pakai suara dari mereka, malah pakai suara game dari game lain, kan sayang. Kalau gue main FIFA atau pas dulu ya nggak masalah mau pakai lagu apa aja, tapi kalau di luar FIFA gue nggak bisa. Gue ngerjain gamenya soalnya.
It strikes
Gitu
me
sih.
now that this secretive character shares the same goal they had.
Which means it's highly likely that the academia was purposely spreading a false rumor to trick the radicals into delivering the village keepers right into their hands. They were the ones who brought them here to begin with. Now they're trying to take them back? We aren't gonna let that happen.
Not the academia again.
Oke. Semeru.
Just as I thought. But what could they
Yuk,
want
yuk.
with the village keepers?
People
Live di
are
Twitch
nothing
juga.
but tools in the
Di
eyes of the
Twitch
academia.
gua nggak tahu sih. Gua
Changing
sebutnya
their
ini
plans likely means they found another way to exploit the scholars.
di Twitch tuh sebetulnya live, tapi pas gua cek dia tuh suka offline, ngerti gak? Jadi live-nya live sebatas cuman nampilin live-nya, tapi nggak bisa nampilin, nggak bisa nampilin streamingnya loh. Itu yang gue bingungin. Itu aja sih. Ya, itu sih masalah. Kayak double stream tapi nggak bisa.
Our top priority
Cuma
now
muncul
is locating
live-nya
the
doang,
village
notifnya.
keepers.
Tapi nggak
You're right.
ini.
Isak is still waiting for news on his grandpa.
Ya resiko double stream lah.
Let's leave the village and try to track them down.
Yes. Pack up and get ready to leave.
You got it. Candace, I'll let you deal with the radicals. Leave everything outside the village to us.
All right.
Yuk.
Let's meet back here once everyone's ready.
Oke, following the day. Tunggu sampai jam 9. Oke. Nanti bisa nih. Gua ngomong dulu ke yang lain ya.
What scheme is the academia brewing now?
You look worried. Thinking about the village keepers?
Yes. I'd look for them myself if I could. As members of our village, each one of them is very important to me.
Sip.
You have a strong sense of belonging here.
Strong sense.
Guess I'm the opposite. Mercs are stray dogs, wherever they go.
Dia, don't say that. You can be a part of this community too.
Thanks. I'll let you know when I feel like joining.
Yuk.
I just hope everyone's all right.
Iya, sama saya juga, Pak. Sebelum ini ya pada terkapar semua. Bro, bangun bro. Saul. Enggak lah. Oke, kita suruh keluar sebetulnya nih, tapi gue pengen nyelesain side quest-nya dulu. Karena side quest-nya berkaitan sama Primo. Yuk, lanjut lagi. Ayo Ateng, berlari Ateng.
Let's finish this quickly.
Ya, kita selesaiin cepet. Ayo. Kita ke Quenching Village.
That strange feeling.
Perasaan aneh
It's
ini.
just like the day I went missing. It's as if something inside me is trying to guide me somewhere.
The Motherlode's influence is growing stronger. But is it because we're getting closer to the source? Or because the leakage of Che blood is growing more severe? Jialiang, can you sense which direction the source is in?
I think it's this way.
Sini. Di sini.
Yes, I'm sure of it.
Mana?
I feel a dull ache in my heart. This must be the way. This place feels familiar. I think I've been here before.
Kapan? Bisa kita ke dalam
There's
nih.
an inauspicious presence here. Even I can sense it.
I think I remember this place.
Ingat, bagus.
Jialiang, are you okay?
Cacat gak?
Maybe you should rest here while we continue the search.
Ya, ada kangen kita
I have
ya.
to keep going. Jiangli is still waiting for me. Then let's hurry.
Yuk, kita menjelajah-jelajah. Gini kayak itu bawa dendro juga. Siapa mau ke bawah?
Who ate a poisonous mushroom this time?
Ya. Kalau misalnya ada si Termurah itu kita keluar. Ada, oke.
This place gives Paimon the creeps. Who knows what we're gonna find up ahead? The digging marks here appear amateur and rather old. I suspect it is a thieves' tunnel. A thieves' tunnel? Paimon has heard rumors about treasure around these parts before. Maybe it was the treasure hoarders that dug this tunnel.
Judging by the tools they left behind, it's certainly a possibility.
Mungkin.
But why did they abandon this place without even stopping to pack up their tools?
I remember now. She took me here once and told me that she'd found a way to save me in this cave. But she said that the method would cause me to... curses. Why can't I remember what she said?
Nanti biasanya ingatnya pas udah terakhir.
Come on, let's keep going.
Yuk. Sama lanjut. Tapi kita balik dulu. Kita tahu bakal bawa si Baijo, si Abah. Jadi kita bawa ember.
Leave it to me. The digging marks here appear amateur. A thieves' tunnel? Paimon.
Judging by the tools they left behind, but why did they abandon this
Mohon
place?
maaf deh, gua agak
without even
skip.
stopping
Saya
to
tadi
pack
udah
up their tools?
dengerin.
I remember now, but she said that the method...
Easy, Jialiang. Come on, let's keep going.
Yuk, kita lanjut.
Mind the side effects.
leave no stone. The doctor will see you. Get him!
Windblade!
Selesai. Apa tuh? Itu apa?
Whoa. There's a sensor here. Those treasure hoarders sure made themselves at home.
I believe this sensor was used to burn a monster-repelling incense.
A monster repelling incense? You sure?
Yakin?
Because we did run into that group of monsters just now.
The incense was burned several days ago. If I had to guess, the monsters we fought just now were enticed here by some entity deeper inside the cave. No doubt an encounter with the very same entity was what prompted the treasure hoarders to flee and abandon their designs on this cave. After them, Jiangli was the next person to discover this place and what lies inside. But to her, it presented an opportunity to save Jia Liang's life, albeit as a last resort.
That's right. This sensor, it belongs to Jiangli. Yes, this was the place.
Ini pasti tepat ya.
This is where I told Jiangli to give me the poison.
Terus? Ya, dia batu-batu.
Let's keep going.
Hui.
I can feel it. She is right below us, waiting for me.
Nah, kita lanjutkan lagi. Oh, bisa ya udah.
I can feel it. We're getting close.
Dikit lagi.
We're almost there. It's right up ahead. The place where we made a pact together to...
Di situ. Ya kita ke situ. Yep, lanjut lagi.
The energy released by this mechanism can not only clear barriers, but also be conducted by corresponding mechanisms. Perhaps it's something we can make use of.
Gitu ya. Satu kebuka. Bah.
A bigger pill to swallow.
Crush! more mercy. The doctor was
Taking a turn for the better. Yeah, fa. Sa. Yeah, ka. Sa. T. Sa.
more speed. Crush. Yeah. Shudder.
Ya, nggak nyampe. Nggak ada apa-apa di ujung.
More speed. Doesn't see any barrier-breaking mechanisms around here. There are tracks here, and it looks like they're connected to something. Shall we follow it and see where it takes us? More speed.
Nyata di sini. Ayo kita coba. Ada. Selesai. Hey. Wah, mulai capek dia. Kelihatan kalau hidden kamu. Bakal ngelawan. Yuk. Ah.
There's a monster next to her.
The god remains must have lured them here. Watch my back.
will see.
Windblade!
Crush! Vengeance will be mine! Huh? Beg for mercy!
Remember, health comes first. Yeah. A bitter pill to swallow.
Shudder! Beg for mercy. Get it!
Selesai.
Dr. Baiju,
Aduh, dia terkapar.
serious, is she?
Tolong bantu.
I can still feel a pulse, but her condition is quite grave.
Bahaya.
The god remains here are encroaching on her cognition, much as the poison in your system did to you. If we don't eliminate it soon, then even if we save her life, I fear that she may never wake up again.
Then, what are we waiting for? Let's destroy the remains right away! It's not as simple as that. Don't you remember what Baiju said? The poison within Jialiang's body is inextricably linked to the god remains here. If the source is purged, the poison in his system will stop having any effect. And the poison within Jialiang's body is keeping his heart condition under control. So, if it stops working... Oh no. Are you saying...
Indeed. If the god remains here are purged, then your life will come to an end.
I wondered when this day might come.
Wait! But we've all been working our butts off to save Jialiang's life! After all that, we can't just give up on him! Baiju, you're a great doctor! Surely you gotta know of some other way we can save him, right?
You could continue to take the poison, which would buy you some time. As for Jiang Li, maybe if we put our heads together, we can think of something?
It appears to me that she was striving to concoct your medicine for you, right up until the moment when she lost consciousness. Maybe it's her greatest wish that you will continue to take it and live.
Pergi.
Dr. Baiju, give it to me straight. How long does Jiang Li have?
The god remains have reached her internal organs. Under ordinary circumstances, I would give her less than 3 days. But if I were to treat her using a secret art...
Again?
But what would be the point of that? Dr. Baiju, are you aware of the dangers of god remains? You are not the first to mention it to me. If I continue to sustain my own life using this wretched substance, not only would Jiang Li have to keep risking her life to make my medicine for me, but I would have to live with the looming threat of these remains breaking out and wreaking havoc not just upon me, but my entire family. I know for a fact that I should have died over a decade ago. The fact that I've been around to see how you grow up is already a great blessing from Rex Lapis. If my choice can bring Jiang Li back, then even if I die...
Jialiang...
After cheating death for so long, it seems I've grown somewhat addicted to life. Traveler, Dr. Baiju, could I have another minute with my wife? I just want to have one final moment together.
Quality time.
Just a moment. That's all.
Of course.
Ya, tentu saja. Nolaklah.
Thank you, everyone. And I'm sorry that I won't be able to repay your kindness in this life.
Jialiang... Baiju, Changsheng... Is there really nothing else you can do?
I am sure that over the years, Jiang Li will have tried all the conventional methods known to humankind. As for less conventional methods, I have little expertise besides Changsheng's secret art.
Mortals are fated to grow old and pass on when their natural lifespan runs out. If it were so easy to combat the natural processes of aging and death, Zhongli would not have had to resort to unnatural methods.
What a crazy situation! Zhongli risked it all to save Jialiang's life, and now Jialiang has to sacrifice himself to save Zhongli.
Ya.
What's the point of it all?
Mau gimana lagi?
I've seen many final farewells in my time, but I can never get used to it.
In the human realm, all things must come to an end. Is it not a fitting end to die for a worthy cause? At least, that's what generations of masters before you have always believed.
The path they chose was indeed a heroic one. But when I think of those who would willingly sacrifice themselves for others, I cannot help but think that theirs are the lives least deserving of death.
When all this began, we agreed that once Ayu was old enough to help you.
Once
gather
Ayu.
time for me to go. If you could only see him now. He took me all the way to Liyue Harbor to see the doctor. And he even got the Adventurers Guild to search for you. So, I know that you'll both be okay without me.
Aduh.
I've said my goodbyes. My time has come. Do what you must.
As you wish.
Ya udah. Nolak dia berarti itu. Nah, kok setia. Ini tisu. Ya, dia pusing 7 keliling. Pusing jalan-jalan.
It will eat away at both your cognition and your memories. In the end, you'll become little more than a shadow of your true self.
Click to continue.
I'll take it. At the very least, it will allow me to stay with you and watch Ayu grow up.
Ayu grow up. Nah, ini tisu dah. Ya, dia pusing-pusing 7 keliling.
Don't fret, Ayu. I will gather some medicinal herbs right away. I promise you, nothing will happen to our family.
Why would these memories come to mind now?
Kenapa itu roknya sampai ke bawah-bawah?
The tighter
Aduh.
we cling to what we have. Oh, how I would love to hear your voice one last time.
Dia turu. Yang kita nggak balik sama dia.
Jialiang.
Balik gak nih?
Jialiang. Jialiang. Dad, are you awake?
Akhirnya udah bangun.
Zhongli, are you? Didn't I... Huh? What are these?
How does it feel to come back to life?
Do you feel strange or different in any way? If so, could you describe it to me in detail?
Dr. Baiju, I thought that I was going to...
Die? You did indeed. As things stand now, you're more akin to a zombie than a human.
I'm a zombie?
That's right. Before we set off, I asked Chi-Chi to prepare an elixir of immortality. With its help, you have been suspended in the space between life and death. Of course, this is but a crude imitation of an Adeptus art. I don't expect it to extend your life indefinitely. Whether it will keep you alive for a few days, a few months, or a few years, I am as interested as you to find out. But, however long you have left, I believe it should be more than sufficient time for you to say your final goodbyes before departing the world in peace. I hope that Director Who finds this arrangement to be a satisfactory one.
Was.
An elixir of immortality? How'd you cook that up? Ugh. Leave it to you to work on something like that behind my back.
It's a work in progress that hardly lives up to its name, and it would have had no effect were it not for Jialiang's iron will.
Jialiang.
In the end, I am merely a doctor. I understand very little of the great principles governing life and death and the perpetual cycle of yin and yang. All I know is that if I'm presented with a life that deserves to be saved, I will do everything in my power to save them. And even this would have counted for nothing without Director Who's assistance. After all, did you not tell Jialiang to show us the way before we set off for Qingsa village?
Oops. And I'm busted.
Without Director Who nudging things in the right direction, we may not have found Jiangli in time.
Jadi ternyata selama ini dia.
No wonder he didn't mention the elixir back then. I thought he was being frank and transparent with me for once, but apparently not.
Director Who told me to keep her suggestion a secret, but it seems nothing escapes Dr. Baiju's attention.
Never underestimate a serpent's sense of smell.
All I wanted was to help Jialiang find his missing wife as soon as possible, so that he could be on his way to the afterlife without any unfulfilled wishes making the journey more difficult than it needs to be. Leave it to Boo Boo Pharmacy to snatch the perfect opportunity right out of my hands at the last hurdle. Never mind. I'll just have to put it down in the books as a deferred consideration. One Chi-Chi was enough of a conundrum. The last thing I need's another one. If I'd known this was coming, I'd have whisked him off to the Wangsheng funeral parlor the moment I found him.
You stay away from my dad! When I grow up, I'm gonna become an even better doctor than Mom and Baiju, and cure Dad for good!
Okay, punya impian lagi.
Oh, is that right? Well, you wouldn't be the first person who's tried to put Wangsheng funeral parlor out of business. If you're serious about it, you'll have your work cut out for you.
Dadah.
Paimon, I'll catch you all another time.
Dadah.
Is she finally gone?
Iya, dia ngilang akhirnya. Dia ngilang.
If you ask Paimon, we should probably do something to celebrate this hard-earned family reunion. At times like this, a grand celebratory feast is in order.
It feels like it was a whole lifetime ago when I last talked with Jiangli and Ayu around the dinner table.
Apa nih? Something. Hooray! Sama.
Alright, first things first, off to the market for some fresh ingredients. Let's go!
Wait up!
Pergi.
Baiju, thank you so much for everything you've done for us.
Don't mention it, Jiangli. I was just doing my duty.
Just your duty, huh?
Kewajiban.
Changshang, would you mind if we took this conversation outside?
Oh. Di luar, dan kita cuma ngendalin dia doang. Aduh, pasti ada kesan mendalam nih. Okay.
Now that you are part zombie, there are some rules that you
Need
need to
to
know.
know. Apa tuh?
Yes, ma'am. I'm listening.
First, don't forget to stretch your body regularly. Second, don't forget to...
Turu.
Yes? Go on. Don't forget to...
Turu.
I forgot.
Lupa. Pokoknya intinya harus ada pemanasan.
Now that you are... First...
Wih, menikmati ya. Kapan lagi ya? Abah Ijo. Yuk. Live back home. Kita ke Jiangli. Ngikutin. Rey, pakai baju. Oh ya, lihat dulu. Bintang 5, bintang 12, 3. Enter damage healing 20%. Sip.
Time flies. It's been so long since we bade each other farewell in Chenyu Vale. Changshang, you're the same as ever. You haven't changed one bit.
You, on the other hand, have changed a lot.
Kebanyakan gue baru.
You're right. My younger self would have never imagined that things would one day turn out this way. Or that you'd turn out this way, Baiju.
Hup. Tip.
I've taken a look at your elixir of immortality. It's not altogether dissimilar from the poison I concocted in terms of the way it functions.
I have to say, Jiangli, it was a stroke of genius to use poison to maintain life. I hope you're not too upset at me for copying your methods.
No, not at all. With your intellect, even if you'd never seen my poison, I believe you would have eventually arrived at the same approach. But I'm still impressed by how quickly you managed to gain such a thorough understanding of it. Jialiang's still only been in your care for a few days. Not just that, you even managed to improve upon the original formula. That cannot be explained by intellect alone. Baiju, be honest with me. Did you try out some of the poison on yourself?
Kok zoom sih?
Would surface sooner or later.
Life force isn't the only thing that Changshang's contract lets you transfer between bodies, is it?
Nothing gets past you, Jiangli. You are correct. Besides life force, Changsheng's secret art also allows for the transfer of toxins and diseases. When I treated Jialiang for the second time, I transferred some of the poison from his body into my own. Not only did this allow me to alleviate the burden on him, but it also gave me an opportunity to study its properties. There is no need to worry about any long-term consequences to my health, however. Now that the source has been destroyed, any remaining poison in me will have already dissipated.
But you took such a huge risk. If we hadn't destroyed the god's remains back there, then even you might have... What am I saying? I'm in no position to criticize you for this. The reason I left our master and went into hiding all those years ago was that he was getting old. And I didn't want him using
Dah
up any
tua,
more of his own
tinggalin.
life force to treat my husband. But in the end, how were my methods any different? I risked one life to save another. And then you tried the poison on yourself too. It looks like both of us have ended up going the same way as our master before us. Are all disciples of Chenyu Vale destined to turn out this way? To live a short life, having given away our own for the sake of others? To fight relentlessly against the natural course of life and death, whatever the cost? Maybe our fate is sealed the moment we decide to study medicine.
We are doctors, Jiangli. We ought never say that anyone's fate is sealed.
Dokter.
I can tell that, over the years, you've used the contract with Changshang to transfer many diseases and toxins to yourself. There are so many that some of them I don't even recognize. Can you still stop before it's too late?
I think you know the answer, Jiangli.
Jawabannya tahu kan?
Every one of us from Chenyu Vale believes in the same thing.
Hey, food's ready!
Oh ya, makanannya udah siap nih.
Come and join us. The traveler taught me a load of new recipes and said even Dad'll be able to taste them. Come and try them out.
Coba yuk.
Yes, darling. Mom will be there in just a second.
Ya, nanti ya. Tunggu.
Slow down. Baiju, I know I won't be able to convince you, but please don't forget that if one day you're not around anymore, Chi-Chi, Gui, and all the friends who have grown fond of you, they will all miss you dearly.
There's no need to worry, Jiangli. I know what I'm doing.
Tenang aja.
I can only hope so.
Tenang.
Baiju, what did Jiangli mean by not around anymore? Are you gonna be okay?
Maksudnya opo?
Every single mortal I've ever contracted with, including Baiju and Jiangli's master, has passed away at a young age.
That doesn't make any sense. You said that the contract with you helps people live longer.
It is a very long story.
Ceritanya panjang banget.
Long ago, when plagues ravaged the land, one doctor made a pledge to
Ini
rid
ceritanya.
the world of pain and suffering. But even the most ingenious mortal medicine could not stay the tide of disease. And after working tirelessly for many years, even his dearest loved ones fell sick and bade their final farewell.
Dadah.
Legends told of an herb lord in Chenyu Vale who could cure any illness known to mankind. The doctor sought the herb lord, but found only a white snake, its breathing weak and its power all but spent.
Sign this contract and let our lives be joined. Then I will impart to you the secret art of healing. But be warned, this art will harm your own health.
With means beyond human ken, the doctor could now reverse the process of death. And yet, the time still came to say goodbye. Only now, the one departing was the doctor, his life force spent. His final act in life was to pass on the contract to his final patient, his favorite disciple. The disciple chose to dedicate their life to saving the lives of others. And generation upon generation followed in these footsteps. Since I inherited this contract, I've always respected the path taken by my predecessors, and followed it myself unquestioningly. That is until I tried to use the art to save my own disciple's beloved. She begged me not to use up my own life force. She said that this art is a poisoned chalice, an evil and unnatural practice. She did not wish to sacrifice one life for the sake of another, when both were lives she treasured. Only then did it occur to me. Did I not suffer when my master passed away, just as patients' families do at their loved one's deathbed? Are not the lives cut short by this contract just as worthy of saving as any patients? What is this contract to us? Medicine or poison? Alas, I no
Kesehatan
longer
atau
have
racun?
enough time left
Sedih
to
ya.
find the answer. I entrust to your care both Changsheng and this final question. May you find a remedy for this conundrum, which has ailed us so.
Time and again, no matter how much I try to warn them or balance their chi, I can never save them. And you? What's your answer?
If I abandoned the contract and left you without a host, what would happen?
I suppose I'd spend my final moments taking a nice nap on Mount Yaojin. Then I'd be reunited with my old friends and your predecessors.
Then it's decided.
Jadi
If there's
putuskan.
a life in front of me that deserves to be saved, why shouldn't I do everything within my power to save it?
Once again, it's the same answer.
Jawabannya sama.
So be it. Close your eyes.
Tutup mata dan
Who knows
terjawab.
how many more people will take on this contract?
None. This contract will end with me.
Jadi gitu ceritanya.
Strict requirements on the host's natural temperament. All my hosts have been most pure of heart.
But when one with an altruistic nature gains access to this art, they are more seduced than the average person by the miracle of overturning the laws of life and death. Though they know better than anyone else the fate that awaits them, when faced with the sorrows of humanity and the pain of losing their nearest and dearest, they cannot help but reach beyond human means. They are like moths that throw themselves into the flame, seeking a glimmer of hope in a dark world filled with pain and suffering.
So, Baiju, does that mean...
I
Funny.
suppose that would make me a moth that yearns for the light, but doesn't want to be burned to a crisp. Changsheng's art can transfer pain and suffering between people, but it cannot reduce the total amount of pain in the world. It's just like we witnessed. Either Jialiang feared for Jiangli's life, or Jiangli grieved over Jialiang's sacrifice. I have nothing but the utmost respect for my predecessors, who sacrificed their lives for their principles. But I do not wish to join their ranks, nor do I wish to pass on this contract to anyone else in the future.
But didn't you already transfer a ton of diseases onto yourself?
What makes a poison poison? And what makes a disease a disease? When it comes down to it, are not both mechanisms that affect the operations of the human body? If disease is defined as deviation from normal functioning, then who knows? Perhaps the true elixir of immortality could in fact be a kind of poison. Many may view the notion of searching for immortality in poisons and illnesses as a flagrant violation of the natural order. But to me, It is no different from the way our ancestors tested the medicinal qualities of herbs by sampling each and every one. I don't want those who come after me to lose their lives to this contract. Nor do I wish for Cheng Sheng to perish from losing her host. This leaves only one solution, doesn't it?
Yap, tepat sekali. Jadi lu bisa abadi.
Precisely.
Tepat sekali.
I will be
Abadi.
Cheng Sheng's final host,
Oke.
and the tradition of passing down the contract will end with me.
Even the gods of old struggle to achieve true immortality.
Abadi sama dia,
First
kontak
you
sama
want
dia.
to save others, then you want to save yourself.
Mencium aroma
Now
nggak
you
enak
want
sih
to
gua.
save me. You're getting greedy, Baiju.
But isn't wanting to have it all what makes us human? For a selfish moth like me, who's afraid of the flame yet yearns for the light, the only path forward is up towards the moon.
For once, Paimon just does not know what to say.
Dr. Baiju, Traveler, what are you still chatting about? The food's about to get cold.
We also have coconut milk for Changsheng and Paimon. Okay, fine. Let's go grab some food. Paimon has a bunch of burning questions, but they can wait till after we've eaten.
I do envy Paimon sometimes. Eating her fill is enough to satisfy her
Eating,
body and
makan.
mind.
Makan aja silahkan.
And yet,
Tapi nanti
although
Ateng
we
dia
call
sama
them
siapa?
simple pleasures, are such things as these not precisely why we mortals cling desperately to the life we have?
Sip. Dan selesai. Ding ding. Primo. Yang penting primo. Ya nggak ada. Biasanya si Abah ini bisa diajak ngomong nih. Kan biasanya kalau udah selesai itu kan harusnya gitu. Tuh bisa masuk. Yuk kita masuk dulu. Siapa tahu kan bisa. Enggak. Itu kosong belompong. Kawan apa-apa. Yuk kita ke misinya jalan. Enggak. Belum. Pokoknya misi jalan selesai, kita udahan. Main AS tadi. Pada jam 9. Ayo kita. Nah, kita ada sampai sini sih. Kita siangin dulu. Ngeliat first man. Itu ada nyampe di atas kita finally. Ini dulu aja. Persiapan buat besok soalnya. Yuk. Dia muncul. Dia muncul tiba-tiba suddenly.
Well, as you can see, I am merely sitting here and reviewing
Duduk di sini. Aduh, ketemu si Ali hitam lagi. Lintang. Lintang. Diam aja. Kok diem?
You never think things through before asking questions. I'm giving you some time to make up for that.
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an ugly nickname! Never mind. Paimon's got nothing. There's just nothing super obvious to pick with this guy. It makes it so hard.
Well, you've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time. So clearly, I stayed in the village to investigate. Anyway, you plan to leave Aru village and keep searching for the truth of this matter, yes?
Yes.
Yep. We're not gonna find out anything more by staying here.
Yeah.
So we thought that we might as well take the search elsewhere.
Terus?
Enough with the silent treatment!
Dia mikir loh.
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with him.
All Hatham, you haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru village. Bold of you to question our choices.
Yeah, you're all talk!
While you were investigating, I had my own work to do, which I've now finished.
Really? Paimon doesn't believe you.
To be honest, we aren't really a team, so I have no obligation to inform you of my whereabouts. Not to mention that going separate ways allowed me to find some important information that you all had missed.
Huh? Right here in the village?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But before that, you need to understand where she's coming from.
What does that mean?
How do you think the residents of Aru village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single word the villagers tell us?
You mean some of them lied to us?
Hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. Again, these people have their reasons. Remember what Candace said? Most people in Aru village don't necessarily care which deity is in charge of Sumeru. That's because whether King Deshret or the Dendro Archon has power is of little significance to them. By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. They won't simply share everything they know with you without good reason. That's why you believed there was no further information to be found in this village.
Sip. Lanjut lagi.
Glad you're following along. Among those you have talked to, there's someone who was consciously keeping you out of the loop. In fact, she's been observing your every move since you arrived.
Well,
the reason being, to someone who only wants to live their life in peace, any external factors introduce unpredictability into the equation.
Those eyes, those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Don't change the subject.
It's
Flashback.
quite obvious that she's intimidated by Sino's authority and strength.
Right. You were asking about the the mad scholars.
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are King Deshret fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village keepers, she could easily make herself the radicals' next target.
I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night.
Satu hal yang gue pelajari di Semeru adalah udah mulai baik-baik flashback ya. Soalnya di Liyue sama di Mondstadt flashbacknya nggak sebaik di Semeru. Bahkan di Indo Juma kayaknya enggak deh. Nah, Semeru.
Remember, she made a point of denying her involvement in anything that occurs at night.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru village at night. In other words, the young miss was very much awake during that time.
Then why would she lie?
By getting involved with an outsider, she risks drawing unwanted attention to herself. As for why she might be so wary about all this, maybe you should ask her.
I'll pass on this one. You said that she is afraid of me. If so, it's best if I stay out of this.
We're on it.
Sip. Ayo kita cari apa yang dimaksud sama si Ali hitam. Tapi sebelumnya kita kesini dulu. Buat apaan tuh saja. Kita turun lagi sini. Nah. AOT.
Go, Barret Bunny.
Eye for an eye.
Yeah.
Di sini, di mananya di sini? Dan pasti kita harus menjadi dari atas ke bawah. As always, selalu. Kita ke sini. Wait. Berapa nih? Materi udah muncul. Kan? Dikit lagi. Kita ke ini aja langsung. Ke tempat yang Mbak Yelan. Terus belum scene. Cutscene dulu sekali. Nggak perlu lah. Mau cepet-cepet dahan. 6, 7, 8, 9 setengah jam lah, setengah 10 paling. Kayak gimana tuh nambah 1 aja. Kita ke jalan dulu. Oh 9 ternyata 3 jam lagi. Ya udah lagi deh. 3 jam bro. Knock. Selamat siang.
As we discussed earlier, I've brought someone with me.
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of where you stand, but How can I make sure that your friends think the same as you?
Huh? What do you mean? We need to clarify our stance or something?
Go ahead and talk to her. You'll get the answers you want. Go on. Earn her trust.
Is it really that simple?
May I call you Traveler? Hi, Traveler. I want to ask you something. Do you think the resurrection of King Deshret can truly change Sumeru for the better?
Nope.
Why's that?
Karena
That's
konflik.
very similar
Ribut.
to what Miss Candace says. I know you two are friends. That's why I'm willing to talk to you, even though I do have some reservations. Before, I wouldn't even have the courage to ask something like this. Traveler, do you believe our lives will get better?
Terus?
Yeah, we came here from another nation, so it isn't wrong of you to be weary. And we aren't really residents of any one nation. But even so, we've met lots of people from different places, and we've always fought for what we believed in. We have friends in Sumeru, and we want to help them. That's why we decided to stay here for a while.
Nah, dia buka family.
My apologies for posing my questions like that. To be honest, I didn't expect you to come back for more information.
Them told us you have your reasons. It's okay. We understand.
The fact is that only one side of my family is desert folk. I don't really fit in anywhere in Sumeru. Some believe in the Dendro Archon, while others believe in King Deshret. I don't belong to either side, and neither side would want me.
Speaking of which, the radicals mentioned that they despise traitors. Do they just think that anyone who's different from them is a traitor?
Yeah. Some people can be so narrow-minded when it comes to bloodline and beliefs. It makes no difference what I say or how I behave. I'll always be suspected of having ulterior motives. Slowly, I just stopped talking to people. I pretended not to hear or see anything. All I want is to live my life in peace. And then it happened. The village keepers who had helped me disappeared with no explanation, and I didn't dare breathe a word about it to anyone. Until now.
You can tell them. I'm sure he'll keep your secret.
All right. I'll tell you what I told Alhaitham.
Okay.
I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Sometimes, I hear strange crying sounds in the night.
Hantu?
Perhaps. I'm not sure. It's faint, but it's definitely the sound of crying. It comes from far away in the distance, and always carries very raw emotion. It used to be louder and more frequent, but ever since you arrived in the village, it doesn't seem to happen as often, and when it does, it's much quieter. I have to focus really hard to make it out.
I confirmed this with the guards on night duty. They also have someone with a good ear, and he's heard similar sounds at night. But, because we're in the middle of a desert, he would rather believe that they are the cries of beasts than ghosts.
There's really nothing around these parts, except for an old hospital not far from the village.
I think they used to use it for treating Elazar, but it's been abandoned for years.
Yuk, lanjut. Oke. Nunggu juga. Masih belum. Atuh, jam 12 lagi. Ini masih nih. Kecewa gua. Ya udah, kita ke terbang aja langsung dah. Nggak usah berlama-lama. Pusing saya bikin. Ini online, offline semua. Ding 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 ding. Ya gue males tapi nggak ada lama. Ntar gue langsung selesai. Dan kapan main ASR-nya kalau gitu terus. Yuk. Motong jalan adalah hal terbaik di game. Tada. Menghemat 2 menit. Oh situ ya. Mau dulu. Di sini kah?
It looks like we're all here.
Dari sebelah.
Well,
Hebat.
Time for me to announce the results of the assessment process.
Jadi gini.
I won't drone on about the importance of the Tianshu role. Suffice to say that Uncle Tian entrusted me with the monumentally important task of assessing the candidates. And now, it falls to me to give him a satisfactory answer.
All of us here know the score. Don't beat around the bush, just get on with it.
Qianwei has many pioneering ideas, but some of his plans are lacking in detail, and he easily gets into testy exchanges with other people. Mingbo is reliable, but not quite ambitious enough, and because of his personality, he struggles to win people over. In contrast, Zhi is evenly balanced across the board, and enjoys an excellent reputation in Liyue. After much consideration, I have decided to recommend Zhi to the
Akhirnya diputuskan dia.
What?
Apa?
Oh, congratulations.
Apa?
Thank you. Honestly, I'm a little surprised to hear my name being announced. In my estimation,
terkaget-kaget.
all three of us are worthy candidates for the Tianshu position. As your competitor, I've become keenly aware of your great talents. Would either of you entertain the possibility of working with me in the future and taking on some of my workload?
I'll have to see. I'm in a bad mood. This is the last thing I want to be thinking about right now.
I don't mind, as long as I can help.
Okay, well, that's all from me. Zhi, you'll have some preparation to do. It won't be long before you're informed of your official appointment. I hope you will work hard and make Uncle Tian proud.
I will live up to the Tianshu name. On this, you have my word. I should go. I need to pack my things, and then I think a celebratory meal is in order. Would anyone like to join me?
Count me out. I'm not in the mood for a celebration.
Zhi seems pretty relaxed now. This would be a good time to follow him.
Hey, traveler, tell me something. What exactly does that guy have that I don't? If you can't answer that, I'm not accepting this result.
Gini.
I also wouldn't mind knowing.
Oh no, if we get stuck here, we won't be able to leave.
Ateng mikir. Teng, apa Teng mikir cepat.
Yes, ma'am.
Ikutin dia cepat.
We finally got rid of them.
Akhirnya selesai.
Lady Yelan, jury has gone towards Feiyun Slope.
Follow him, quickly.
So Jury really sided with the Fatui? But Uncle Tian thinks so
Pak
highly of him.
Tui.
Why would he do this?
Difficult to say, but everything should become a lot clearer when we find him.
Yuk. Nah, ke bawah. Kayak biasa, motong jalan adalah hal yang terbaik. Yuk. Hup. Lanjut.
I'm sorry, Lady Yelan. We lost him.
Hilang.
He's too good at this. We weren't able to keep following him without being seen.
How the heck did he manage to shake Yelan's subordinates? I guess Jury didn't let his guard down. Still as vigilant as ever.
No, Upe says he's much more relaxed than usual. Maybe it's just how he's wired. Perceptive enough to sense when he's being watched.
But how?
Don't blame yourselves. Let's not forget he was trained by Uncle Tian himself. Evading detection is not an unusual skill for him to have. If I'd asked you to tail Uncle Tian, you'd have ended up at a dead end too. It's fine. So, where did you lose him?
Shinyue kiosk. He only went in briefly. Upe and I were watching outside the whole time. A few moments later, a man dressed in a completely different outfit came out. Upe had a feeling that it was him, but we couldn't get close enough to check without blowing our cover. I figured that if we spooked him, it would undo what we've accomplished today so far. Another option would have been to arrest him there and then, but without any evidence, that would have been meaningless. So I stopped Upe, and I stayed here to wait for you while that meathead went to ask around in Shinyue kiosk.
Good work. The fish didn't take the bait, but that's okay. As long as he's still swimming around, we'll find a way to catch him eventually. The key is figuring out what he's trying to achieve. Let's go to Shinyue kiosk.
Yuk. Kita ke sana. Ke kios. Ke tempatnya kios. Kios. 2 jam.
Could you explain to me how that works? A guy like him comes in, changes his whole outfit right under your nose, and you don't even ask him about it?
Our customers are free to dress however they please. What grounds would I have to question him?
Okay, fair enough, but didn't you think it was just a little bit strange?
Well, maybe I did, but it still doesn't give me the right to stop him.
Enough. Let's tone this down a little. I'll make this quick. Just one question. What did he buy while he was here?
Oh, he didn't buy anything. He just picked up a bottle of liquor that he ordered ages ago.
A bottle of liquor?
Yes, a very strong kind. Fiery, with a rich flavor. Not something the average customer would order. This gentleman ordered it in person from us a long time ago. He was only here today to pick it up.
Liquor and wineware. I see. Let's go.
Yuk, kita jalan-jalan.
Shigu Antiques.
Sip. Ini bro. Ya kita ke sini ke antik. Ada yang bisa di yuk. Lintang.
Hey, Miss Linlong. Sorry to bother you. Jur-E ordered a wanware set from you not long ago.
Kaosnya jadi linting.
We're friends of his. He's been telling us how impressed he is with the quality, considering how affordable it was. So we just had to come and take a look for ourselves.
Sure. Which model are you looking for?
We don't really know a whole lot about wineware. Let's just go with Jur-E's choice. Would you be able to show us the one he bought?
Jur-E picked up his set not long ago. As a quality imitation of an antique wineware set, it has the look and feel of a luxury item. Just so you're aware, we don't have many of this model left in stock. And now that Mr. Jur-E has taken one, I'm afraid it may encourage the price to go up a little.
Don't worry. Price shouldn't be an issue. I'm sure we can work something
Harga
out.
mah aman.
But I'm just a little hazy on one thing. Did Jur-E's wineware set include wine glasses, or...?
For this set, the wine glasses are sold separately. Minimum purchase is 1 glass, maximum is 4. Mr. Jur-E bought 2.
Okay. Thanks, Linlong. Seems there's a little more to buying wineware than I first thought. We'll have to mull it over.
Well, don't take too long. We could sell out any day now. All right, see you next time.
This is turning into a real headache.
I'd just like to point out that we have the self-professed Grand Master of Fieldwork here to thank for being wholly incapable of tailing an ordinary civilian without being seen.
It's not like you did any better.
My specialty is information trading, okay? I don't have the physical agility. What's your excuse?
Fair point.
Awas.
Yelan, so has the plan failed?
Rencananya gagal? Kok gagal sih? Kok iso?
Can't figure out where Juri went. There's not much we can do. But why was he buying liquor at Shinui Kiosk anyway? To celebrate?
If so, it's no ordinary celebration.
What do you mean?
First of all, Jur-E isn't much of a drinker. On some level, he hates alcohol because of what it did to his father. If he was just looking to celebrate by himself, he wouldn't spend his meager savings on an expensive bottle of alcohol, let alone buy a pair of special wine glasses. No, this is a victory feast, held in honor of Jur-E's private sponsor. Whoever this person is clearly enjoys hard liquor and has a very high status, hence the need for expensive-looking wineware. Now, where might we find Fatui who match that description, I wonder?
Fatui officials. Should be either the Snezhnayan Embassy or the Northland Bank.
Have both locations surrounded. Take as many people as you need.
Lady Yelan, is it time for us to make our move? If so, you can count me in.
Get with the program, would you? This is a covert surveillance operation. Jur-E may be vigilant, but that doesn't mean the same is true for his drinking buddy. In which case, we don't need to change tactics. Just change who we're following.
Great idea! So we just need to find out who Juri bought that liquor for and follow them instead!
But Lady Yelan, if we get caught, this could become a major diplomatic incident.
I'm well aware, but don't you see? Juri is gambling everything on this. If we really want to catch him, we're going to have to accept a little risk ourselves.
Resiko harus terima.
And make sure we're covering all other bases too. Anywhere else Juri might be going. I want eyes on those locations.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't worry, Lady Yelan. Juri may be a slippery character, but we'll keep a close watch on the movements of all Fatui officials.
I'll be waiting for you at the tea house. If I'm guessing correctly, Fatui officials are likely to take action at night. You should go and get ready. Then meet me at Yenshang Tea House.
Oke. Ke tea house. Oke, gitu aja. Yuk. Halo, Mbak.
Perfect timing. Wenyuan just sent word that the Fatui ambassador, Yusupov, just left the embassy alone. He's heading in the direction of Qingshu Pool.
Okay.
Qingshu Pool? That's the place Juri mentioned in his manifesto!
It looks like that's where they've arranged to meet. Sensible choice, I'll give them that. Qingshu Pool is always crawling with monsters. Most people wouldn't dream of going there. It's one place they won't need to worry about being seen.
Oh no, we gotta go get them!
Let's go. If my hunch is correct, we just might hit the jackpot this time.
Aduh, sinking pool. Waduh, jauh banget. Oke, kalau nyampe menjelajah, kita harus sudahan dulu, lanjutin buat besok.
This is Qingshu Pool, full of ruins, crawling with monsters. Anyone with any sense steers well clear of this place. I've looked into the place before. There's a worker's entrance somewhere around here. Follow me.
Tuh. Di sini, bukan di sini. Di sini. Sip.
There's been some work done on this place in the past, but it's a bit of a labyrinth inside. I can't guarantee we'll be safe once we're underground. The workers left an emergency access route. If we can find it, this will be a much easier journey. Still, be ready to fight at any moment. Any resistance needs to be taken out quickly and quietly. We don't want to attract too much attention.
Itu saja.
Don't worry, we're all professionals here.
Kita ini udah pro loh, udah ahli. Kita udah latihan berapa banyak kota.
Where are your three little helpers at?
Iya, mana tuh teman-teman lo?
They have other things to take care of first. We couldn't afford to wait for them, but they'll join us later.
Sip. Enter the ruin. Akhirnya. Harus bayar nanti sih. Tidak sekarang tuh ya. Oke, yuk kita udahan dulu. Sambil menukarkan bahan nambang. Besok udah apa tuh bahasanya? Udah nabung lagi. Buat si Yula atau Yelan selanjutnya. Oke, selesai. Besok kita cari bahannya buat beli. Pas kayaknya nanti pas sudah selesai banner dulu aja kita cariin kebutuhan buat itunya. Oke, jadi dari gue udah selesai. Terus menjauh karena suara ketok-ketoknya sangat bising sekali. Kasihan. Mbak Catherine, kita udah samping Catherine. Jadi gue udah selesai. Terima kasih buat semuanya yang sudah mampir. Sin, makasih udah mampir. Bagi udah mampir, pokoknya selain dia dan lain-lain udah mampir, makasih. And then, see you next time. Bye-bye dah. Oh ya, ngomongin soal bye-bye. Jadi bener Yola tuh bener tinggal besok. Nah besok kita semua nih eksekusi nih, karena tinggal sehari lagi, berarti tinggal 19 jam. Nah 19 jam nggak mungkin gua setelahnya langsung ini kan. Nah berarti besok harus gacha gimana caranya. Dah, itu aja. Dengan nambah event itu seenggaknya gue dapet 200 360 400 harusnya segitu sih ya kan. Ini 400 kurangin itu 60 360 sama 420, jadi paling tuh 400 ya, belum lagi sama apa nih, sama achievement. Udah gue cuma bisa maksimal 20 kali gacha, itu udah bener-bener paling mentok. Nah habis itu tabung lagi buat next banner Yula di sini. Jadi nanti tuh gue sih rencananya semua achievement tuh cuma boleh diredam pas banner Yula. Banner lain nggak boleh. Tahan aja udah, pokoknya sampai banner Yula muncul achievementnya gue redeem semua. Itu sih rencananya. Lagi yang bisa gue ambil nggak ada sih. Nah nggak ada. 17 kali ya, cuma 20 kali udah. Masa nggak pin kayak kemarin sih, tiba-tiba dapet apa tuh pasti dapat keajaiban 25 kali kan, nggak mungkin. 2 3 4 5 nggak tahu sih sebenarnya. Gue bisa 25, kalau sampai bisa 25 lagi sangat keajaiban. Udah itu kita harus besok saja. And then see you next time. Bye dadah. Wes dadah. Jalan tau sering. Tadi Abaizu sama si itu siapa tadi yang kaitannya, Candence aja. Candence ada Mang Ali, Dea, Candence dah. Apa kita cari apa nih, eye color.
Strange. I'm not sure what you mean. Both amber and blue are fairly common eye colors, I believe.
Gue biasa ya. Takut gue sering main iPad, jadi kita masih ikutin film dulu. And bye-bye.
The night sky. That great canopy that descends when the light of day is gone. Who knows how many untold secrets it conceals.
Okay, bye-bye.